Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to episode 2 of Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, an early access game just released. A horror game. Essentially, it's This War of Mine, but with zombies. Hell yeah. And we can remain grateful to 11-bit Studios for coming up with the idea of this type of game. And I think the developer of this game is Pickpock or something. Let's be grateful to them for expanding upon an existing idea and doing good things with it. Now, we have a playthrough in progress, so we're going to hop in and we're going to try to continue that playthrough. Alright, we made the medical area level 2, which means we can now make medicine for sickness and stuff. So far, though, I haven't really gotten sick pretty much at all. We have a new survivor right there. Sean Schimmel. What the fuck was that? Oh. Hang on. Alright, so we're definitely going to need to try to make some healing kits, but we need cloth. Cloth is in short supply. Hector's pretty beat up. Joe's okay. And Kayla's okay. So we could take any of them out for a run. Yeah, we'll dismantle that wooden box, and we'll take Joe out for a little trip. Anybody need rest? Yeah, he could use some. Walton City water treatment. Victory meat processing. What we really need is a shitload of base resources. So I guess we're just going here to victory meat processing. Let's take the fire axe and 2 lockpicks. And we're good. Alright, it's you and me, Sean Schimmel. Yo, there's a fucking cow right here. Interesting. Well, shit. Alright, I can climb up. We'll go over that zombie and try to kill him from behind. Good morning, Mary. I hope you're having a good one. I got my coffee. Alright, we got it. Oh, shit. Man, this axe is cherry, man. Look at that. However, it's pretty damaged. I wonder if I could repair it somehow. Today's Thursday, right? Almost the weekend. Okay. Right on. Coffee time. So far, pretty slim pickings around here. Alright, this weapon seems loud. Oh my god. Very loud weapon. I keep stirring up zombies every time I use it, pretty much. Close the door. I guess that's the drawback of the weapon, right? The noise rating. Weapon destroyed. Fuck. Okay, I took... Oh my god, go. I grabbed some stuff, But we literally have to... Oh my god. Go! Yeah, weapons are too noisy. Get off me. Go. Up. Up. Okay. No injuries, but man, this place, we need the ability to craft knives. We need more quiet weapons, clearly, right? Yeah, knives would help with this. Obviously, the weapon that you bring matters a lot. If it's too noisy, you're kind of screwing yourself over, you know? Let's go back to the shelter with what we've grabbed. It wasn't a very lucrative run, but we learned something already, and that's important. We need knives, we need stealthy weapons. The noise rating matters a lot. We couldn't kill a zombie without stirring others. Alright, we did get some stuff, though. Joe lost... Okay, they both lost their coping strategy. They're no longer drunk. Let's get this guy to go to sleep. I definitely hope that in the future you can build things where you want them. I mean, that was a good part about... what's it called? This war of mine was that you could... If you built a bed, you could place it where you wanted it, right? It didn't force you to place it in any one location. You got to choose. And I think that would be good for this as well. You could kind of tailor your base to your liking. Alright. Now, I don't have any water. I should try to get water. But I also need to think about the weapons that I have. So let's get this guy to do some crafting, Hector. Wait. Enables tomahawk, spiked bat, and pistol ammo to be crafted. Hammer and knife can be crafted if I make that bench. So I guess that's what we're doing. But for right now, I don't really have a stealthy weapon. We're just gonna have to head out somewhere else as her and hope that it's less busy. I guess let's go up here to the old Ballard. Take the bat. Considerable noise rating, even higher noise rating than the axe we were using. Alright, everybody's ready. And as we thought, low health increases risk of injury. So if you flee from a place at half health, that's better than getting beaten below half health. Shit. All right. Oh my god, I can't even hide. You see those dodges? Oh, buddy, we just crushed it. We did so good. 3 zombies and I'm still alive. But honestly, I'm really learning the importance of stealthy weaponry. We need to make some knives. See, I wanted to hide in here, but a zombie actually came from back there, so I couldn't use that. Let's make a little bit of noise. See if I can attract a zombie downstairs or something. So far, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Close the door. Jesus. We got some food and medicinal herbs. I love this game, though. This is fun. This is very fun. There's a lot to consider. Equip that pipe. Let's try to get this guy. Shit. You gotta be very... It is skill-based, the combat. You have to watch while you attack. You can't just blindly swing. Oh. Alright, not the best. I kind of failed with my little execution attempt there, but we're okay. Search the kids' room. Duct tape, cloth, bolts. A greenhouse. Oh, there's got to be something here, eh? A lot of stuff. All right, we are gonna leave the planks. Take that. Oh, I could have climbed out the window if I pressed spacebar. I'll have to remember that. You know what? Let's create a little depositing stockpile here. Begin to consolidate all the loot in one place. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely channel-wide. Definitely confirmed to be channel-wide. We need to figure out if it's happening to other streamers too, or if it's just my channel. I appreciate the testing, Mary. You and I are definitely having the same consistent result regarding needing to back out and then come back in. Interesting. An attic ladder. Oh god. Well. Let's go hide. Okay. Yeah, Brian would be a good indicator. If he's experiencing it too, then we'll know for sure. All right, let's deposit. Useful for trading. Deposit that one cloth, take the medical kits. A screwed up note. That senile old bastard, Hardwick, took a shot at me last time I got near his trailer. Ain't no doubt he's hiding something valuable in there. Hardwick's trailer. All right, got that one. We got a telescope here. We can get some new areas unlocked. I'm going to leave behind the wood so we can take the tape. New locations discovered. Okay. Oh shit, I actually took fall damage from that. Okay, so clearly you have to be pretty careful about that. Strange markings. Let's head back to the shelter. We now have a weapons bench. The network escape plan is available. All survivors gained the hope state. Near a sewer drain, we found a crumpled scrap of paper with a list of specific items to be delivered. This seems to confirm the existence of smugglers who use the old flood tunnels beneath Walton to transport illegal goods. The address of an old bookstore is scrawled across the bottom of the page. Maybe we should head there and see if we can find any information about the group. All right. So, manufacturing weapons. Right here. The knife is very quiet. Hang on. Might be better if I use Sean Schimmel for this. This guy's gonna work on some barricade reinforcements. All right, we're making 2 knives, and she is going to heal her wounds a little. But it won't happen immediately. We're going to have her rest for the meantime. All right, she's healed. We now have knives. Let's go to Hardwick's trailer here. A church. Church or trailer? Looks like I can't go there unless I move my outpost or something. Like, I can only go to the places near my outpost. Okay. Let's go to the old Ballard here. Wait. No, we'll go to Walton City water treatment. I really wish I could just command him to go to the bed from here. They need to add those quality of life things like that. It gets old really fast, the fact that you have to run all around the house with every character every day instead of opening up a radial menu and having them run to the bed for you, right? They should totally take a play out of the book of this war of mine for that one. Okay, Walton City water treatment plant. We're gonna use this as our loot dump. Oh, look at that. Light cavalry saber and a combat knife. We got some water. We need it too. What? That knife was only good for 1 kill? Holy shit. Okay, so finding like a high quality silent weapon is definitely a god tier type of thing. Pretty much the pinnacle priority, it seems. Can I hide behind this window? Like, does that work? Not exactly. Well, shit. I mean, the knife is already broken. It lasted 1 fucking kill. Oh shit, that gate's locked. I definitely feel like the knife shouldn't break after 1 stealth kill, you know what I mean? I'm gonna start a new game, and I'm gonna try to learn more from this playthrough. Is there anything, does anybody have like a weapon durability boost or something? Melee weapons are cheaper to craft. I mean, well, if he could make weapons for cheaper, like knives, that'd be great. Daryl and Leo. I wonder if you can make like a bow and arrow as a ranged weapon. The lockpicks are not proving as useful. The extra lockpick crafting just isn't that good. Make less noise when scavenging. First aid training. Good cook. All right, we're gonna try Daryl and Leo here. Whittler is interesting to investigate. We need to see how Whittler is. Because if weapons are the bottleneck, right? If we need to make more knives, then that could be how. So, we have some starting supplies, but not much. I have starting weapons, no starting lockpicks. We got a good bed here. Good bed. All right. Yo, what up, coach? All right, so Leo has the best melee damage of the bunch. Let's go somewhere and do something. We need a lot of base resources first. Base resource. This place is just completely loaded. The hitch post over there. Yeah, we'll go here. It's loaded. Grab the pry bar. It's got a lot of durability. We don't have any lockpicks, though. It's important to remember. All right. We're getting ready. And this guy can just rest, I suppose. You know what? Yeah, we don't need to reinforce the barricades right now. Good morning, gamer fam. It's good to see you. How you doing today? Another thing for me to remember is you don't necessarily have to kill every zombie. It's possible you could avoid conflict and let them pass you by, type thing. All right, that door's locked. Let's start by going into the basement. Nothing here. All right, it looks like I can hide behind the pool table until an opportune moment has come. Just in case, I'm going back. Hopping down. Shit, he saw us. Okay. All right. We managed. Let's move on. Take cover. Old Fart was right. Yeah. Same with you, Joshua. I like this game. I had a predisposition to like it because I loved playing this war of mine. And this game, you can tell that the devs were certainly inspired by this war of mine. Very similar games. I don't like this, though. You see the trailing behind the zombies? Where it's like there's... The same thing used to happen in Grounded, and I never knew why. There's like a shadow trailing behind them, and I don't know what causes it, but I'd like to try to find out. You see that trailing of the zombie where it leaves like an after image blur effect? All right, we need bolt cutters in order to get through that door. Take cover. Okay. This game, Gamer Fam, is called Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. And it's kind of like a community management survival game where you have to... You're trying to survive a zombie apocalypse with a ragtag group of survivors who don't know each other. And you're trying to escape a zombie-infested city in 1980. It's got survival, crafting, food, sleep needs, craft, you know. Yeah, you have to manage your survivors' needs, your whole community. Try to keep their morale up. And you also have to do loot runs into dangerous areas to try and remain stockpiled with stuff. All right, we found a lot of stuff so far. That must be on the floor below me. All right. We're gonna leave a stockpile right here. I like how you can rapidly tap E to deposit stuff. It's actually pretty useful. Okay. You can throw a bottle while aiming to create a distraction. I think you'd love it, Gamer Fam. And if you like this one, the predecessor to this game, made by 11-Bit Studios, it's called This War of Mine. And this one's a zombie apocalypse, but in that one, you're in a war-torn city, and there's regular shelling, there's a lot of orphans. You have to do looting runs by night, try to keep your community alive until you can escape the city. I would recommend both. Okay. We got a lockpick door right there. I can't get in there unless I craft a pick. I definitely don't want to drop down there. But we have a good stockpile being formed here. I'm gonna take the metal, the duct tape, the water. Actually, we'll store as much as we can in here to keep. It's just a stockpile for now. All right, let's go back down to the basement, walk across. Hey, responsibility first, Mary. I'm proud of that decision. I've been sleeping better than ever. Ever since I quit smoking, man, like, we're on day 4 right now, and I am sleeping so much better. And now, of course, when my mom gets home from the cottage, that's gonna stop. She's usually awake at 7, or she's getting home at 7 a.m., one of the two, and she's, you know, she's not the quietest person. Like, she doesn't really make an effort to... That's not fair to her. She makes an effort, but it's just she can't do it, right? Like, some people just can't be stealthy. But we'll see how my sleep is after the fact. Yeah, right now I'm noticing that I'm sleeping all the way through the night. I'm not really waking up in the morning at all. And I'm waking up feeling rested for the first time in a very long time. Now, I don't like this, but in order for me to keep on exploring, I need to drop down into that room, which I feel very ambivalent about. At least I can run through the basement now. We've taken out enough of the zombies for that to be possible. I would need a lockpick. I could go home and try to craft a lockpick, but... we got one hell of a good stockpile here. Now, maybe I can use a bottle distraction or something. But how do I... hang on. What are my controls for using it? Oh, fuck. Okay, this is wildly dangerous. Get off me. Open the door. Open the door. Okay, we made it. Get up. Okay. We managed to make it without any injuries. That was extremely dangerous, but we pulled it off. Oh, buddy. As long as we open this place up, we can grab more loot, you know? And we got a lockpick there. Okay, this door's open. This is the entrance. Hello, Potato Chip. It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we're on day 4 today, man. 4th day without a cigarette. I hope you're doing well yourself, bud. Alright, let's go deposit this stuff. And now that we have that lockpick, we can get into that door that we couldn't get into before. See, I like this. This is really fun. This game has the Riz. It's got that medieval jizz Riz, you know what I mean? We definitely need some backup weapons, though. Looks like those are the only weapons that we have. Alright. Now. Let's pick the lock on the door. Hang on, close it. Okay. So far, still no injuries. Weapon destroyed. Get out the scissors. We're managing. It's been one hell of a loot run so far. We got a first aid kit. We'll need that. Hey, there's a safe. I need a lockpick to get into it. More loot. If I make any noise here, there's going to be a world of hurt to get through, and I might even die trying to escape, so let's be careful. Got the stealth kill. Weapon destroyed. Beautiful. Extra stuff. Honestly, this has been a great looting run. Griffith & Sons Hardware, Galaxy Zone Arcade, and Ashby Hoarder's house. Yo, I recommend this game, Potato Chip. This is fun. And if you like this game, then you could try This War of Mine later. That game is very similar. All right, now. Now, I can descend right here. I can get down from there, but I might have looted everything that was low-hanging and readily available already. That's the door we picked the lock of. Let's get down to our stash and select the loot that's going to be coming with us. I need to bring a lockpick and bolt cutters back here later on. Okay, that box is full. Can I deposit either of these in there? Yeah? Bandages fit. Okay. So, definitely all the crafting materials are gonna be important to bring. Cloth. We have to bring that metal. The electrical parts we should also take. We'll leave behind the food for now. I have the heal. Get some health back as this guy. That weapon I should hang on to and bring it home. A couple of vegetables. We'll swap that out for... Honestly, the dismantling bench is going to be a pretty rapid priority for us. I think that'll do for now. We got a full load of crafting supplies to bring home. Let's get out of here. Fortunately, I didn't get injured. Let's roll. We're home. Back to shelter after a very lucrative and dangerous run. All right, the barricades took a little bit of damage, but we're all right. So it's time to use those materials that we got to start doing some serious crafting. We're gonna use some medicine on Leo so that he can begin getting health back. And we're gonna get some rest as Leo. The bed is down below. Okay, now, I need another lockpick. We know that already. But for now, workbench level 2. I can make the dismantling bench and bolt cutters if I craft that. So we're totally doing that. And then we can make a lockpick as well, so that we can get into that locked safe. And then when we can, we're going to craft bolt cutters too, and we can continue looting that place to completion. It's time to pass the night and allow the crafting and sleeping to happen. So we now have the workbench level 2 and a lockpick. I need to make bolt cutters, but I need more fasteners in order to do that. So for the time being, yeah, it pretty much just comes down to getting more fasteners now. We could send this guy out for a run. He's not nearly as reliable as Leo, though. I mean, let's take a look at their survivor differences here. He takes less damage in combat, increased damage with weapons. Like, he's strong, dude. And this guy's more for, like, base work. Melee weapons are cheaper to craft. Yeah, we're gonna need to get more stuff. Let's just take Leo out again. We'll go to a new place this time, but we're gonna have to go back right as soon as we've crafted bolt cutters. Back to the hitch post over there. So, base resources are the key. We need base resources. Preferably a place with a low amount of threat. Let's go to Jay's Motel over here. I don't really have anything with good durability. That has a, like, tiny noise rating. All right, we'll take the lockpick and we'll take the hammer in case that bottle breaks. That should do. So he's prepared. And this guy doesn't need to do anything. However, he can work on the barricades at least. All right. Jay's Motel. Hey, look at that. It says L Tom up there. That's funny. We're gonna die. It's gonna be a Tom L. Alright, we got the stealth kill, but that weapon's already destroyed. Now we got the hammer, which is gonna make a lot more noise whenever we use it. We already found some stuff here. We got a zombie up there. Let's try to take it out. Shit, we woke one up. Looks like we only stirred it. It's not coming. We got some valuables to sell and some water. Combat knife. A whole bunch of stuff. Most importantly, we found some fasteners. We need those. Oh, shit. I might be able to sneak up on that zombie. We'll give it a shot. Oh, hey, I never looted that vending machine. Okay, we got a whole bunch of junk food in that. Now we stockpile. Beautiful. We're loaded. Now I have to climb up here onto the roof. And then if I enter through the window, I can sneak behind that zombie and take it out stealthily. Avoid a whole bunch of trouble. Got it. Doesn't even look like there's anything in here, but at least we have a new escape route if we need it. Now, I definitely should bring that combat knife that we found. Wait. Okay, I can't jump on top of the roof from here. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. We got a zombie in there. I have to wait till he comes over here. Gotta play the long game. Stealthy. Got him. Okay, weapon destroyed, but we have that combat knife. Nice, more fasteners. We need all the fasteners we can get. They're basically screws, right? But in the game, they're called fasteners. Okay, got it. I may as well switch to the scissors. We can use those a little. Alright, there's no loot out here. Just an exit for the region. A lot of loot there. Okay, got it. Close the door. Whole bunch of loot. And we discovered value records. Now, let's get out of here. I love the heavy stealth emphasis in the game. Anyway, we looted the shit out of this place, and all the loot that we found is consolidated in one place. Let's get over there. This was a pretty easy place to do. Long as you don't make any dumb mistakes, you know? Okay. Alright, so we'll take all the cloth. Take the lockpick. Duct tape. Metal. A bunch of fasteners right there. Leave behind the scissors. The clothes. Take the food, it'll tide us over for a bit, and I should try to take those planks with me too, so we'll leave behind the alcohol. Alright, I think this'll do. Let's get out of here. That was one hell of a good loot run. Damn straight, Mary. Day 4. My mom gets back tomorrow night, so I should have like a big advantage. Like I should have a reinforcement against temptation by that point. Now, let's craft bolt cutters. Is there anything else I'd like to do? I can't really afford any of the others. Oh, dismantling station. Okay, we'll craft bolt cutters and a dismantling station. Nice. So let's get all that stuff done. Hey, thank you so much, Mary. I gotta quit more often. Jay, welcome back to the pack, buddy. Thank you very much, Mary. You've been a huge support throughout the quitting process. You've kept morale up and kept me going, you know? Kept me sharp. I appreciate it a lot. All right, we're starting to get pretty hungry. We can eat some of those snacks. We're temporarily taken care of, but we are going to want a cooking station soon. For that, we need 2 fasteners. We have a dismantling station now. We'll get this guy to work on dismantling. And then we'll take Leo out again. Leo is dope. He's probably like the best character for just going out and looting. All right, so now we have to go back to the hitch post. I'm going to take the knife, bolt cutters, and a lockpick. And now we can do all the looting that was left to do there. All right, let's go. All right, so let's try to grab the really good loot here. There's gonna be... I hope the zombies haven't respawned. I don't think so. It seems quiet. Now, the bolt cutter door was in the basement, and the safe that we had to open was upstairs. I think. Can't really afford to sprint, because there's every likelihood that we could wake up a zombie who's sleeping. All right, we got in. Oh, buddy. Shitload of cash, an ornate cross, an escape plan item. We also got a broken pistol that can be dismantled. You can either repair this pistol or dismantle it for resources, but we got a lot of great stuff in there. That was worth it. Now, we need to go to the basement, and we have to access the bolt cutter door. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, let's climb down. Try to avoid a confrontation with that zombie. But I can't help but feel like there might be loot there. I mean, maybe we'll check it out, but for now, let's try to just get into that bolt cutter door. Right here. Okay, cloth. Oh, tons of medical stuff and water. That was worth it. That was all completely worth it. Now, I need to find a container around here that... Well, our loot dump is at the back, isn't it? All right, hang on. Is she coming? Yeah, probably. Oh my god, go! Run! Okay, we gotta fight, I think. Oh my god. Get off of me! Go! Get down, go! Alright, skedaddle. We already looted what was in there. She must have just been a respawn. Anyway, let's go. No slowing, no hesitation, just run. Up the stairs. Go. Okay. We made it to our stash. Let's close the door. Holy shit. That was intense. Infinite money glitch. Start smoking, anger Mary. Quit smoking, happy Mary. Equals gifted sub equals profit. Yeah. Oh my god. All right, now. We're gonna take definitely the food. I should also bring as much bottled water as I can. We found so much stuff that I actually don't know what to leave behind and what to bring, but we'll take all the food. Definitely all the food. The beer and the alcohol can really help with morale problems. We didn't find much in the way of fasteners, but that's okay. We're still doing great. We can't take much else, though. I guess we'll take what we have. I wasn't expecting there to be that many zombies again. Oh shit. Our exit route is kind of blocked, isn't it? Many zombies. Hang on, we might be able to close the door behind them. Fuck. This sucks. I gotta get out of here. At least my inventory's all prepared. I have everything I need, but... Alright, let's just make a break for it. Go. Alright. So, we looted a lot of shit. And I produced 6 planks in the shelter. We're doing great. I definitely think these two are probably my favorite, and a lot of that has to do with Leo, pretty much. Leo is very powerful. We still need 2 fasteners in order to make a cooking station. I can't really craft that much of anything right now. Alright, let's go on another trip. I don't really remember what I left at Jay's motel. But I'm sure I took all the good resources. We need to find the best amount of base resources that we can. Griffith and Sons Hardware. Yeah, we'll go there. I have to make a cooking station soon. Or else food's gonna become an issue. Shit. Okay. I got a rake, and I got a meal, which is pretty important. Jesus Christ. Got some loot. Nice, we got a lot of fasteners. Oh, I better not open that, actually. That garage door would make a lot of noise. I considered it for a second, but I think it would be reckless. All right. Finding those 3 fasteners already is great. This weapon's just about busted. We got more fasteners. Holy shit. I'm surprised that didn't stir every zombie around. We have rooftop access there, technically, but we're not going to search it yet. Fuck. 3 zombies in this room. If I made too much noise, I might not live to regret it. Okay. Now let's head out here, try to hop down. Deposit. Oh, looks like I missed a looting container there. Okay, we're gonna deposit right here. Well, I had a feeling the hardware store would be the best place for fucking materials, and clearly I had the right idea. We're gonna separate the loot into 2 distinct piles. Hey, sweetie. How's my sexy piece of ass?
Excuse me.
Well, I mean my sweet, beautiful lady.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna prepare the dough for our bread.
Okay.
And then I'll go to the store for milk. And then I will...
Okay. Sounds guten Tag.
Or when I go to the store, are you gonna want anything?
Probably for the best if I don't.
Okay.
I love you, sweetie. Okay. Alright, guys, we're gonna go search the roof now. Hey, Jesper, thank you, buddy. Right on. How do you recruit more? You can find people. While you're looting, you'll find people that you can take back to base. Good evening, Jesper. Just Brit, welcome back to the pack. Beautiful. I really appreciate that support, Jesper. Really appreciate it, buddy. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Good evening. Alright, we got the stealth takedown, but weapon destroyed. Fortunately, we have another screwdriver that I could use. It's a very stealth-oriented weapon. And we got a little telescope here. We can do some scouting for new looting opportunities. Walton Taxi Depot and Red Mile Gas Station. Anyway, this play... Oh, shit. What have I done? Talk about your avoidable encounters. I better run away and try to hide. Close that. Hop over. Alright. So, let's pack up for departure. We got 5 fasteners here. We got a whole bunch of several resources. Look at all that. Okay. Leave behind the beer and the weapon parts. Let's check this stockpile. I'll take the electrical part. And I should try to take that meal. We'll leave behind some duct tape so I can take the meal. Leave behind a plank so I can take the water. And the scales here can actually be dismantled, which is a tempting prospect, but there's nothing else I want to leave behind. Maybe I'll just leave behind the water so we can take the scale. And then we can dismantle it. Alright, let's get out of here. It's time to depart. Successful looting run all around. We got the stuff we really needed. Alright. Daryl gained gnawing hunger. Yeah, we definitely have to make the cooking station now. Fortunately, we certainly can. We got what we need. So let's start crafting it. And I could... Hang on. I could make the weapons bench. It's expensive, and I want to be able to make the cooking area level 2 as soon as possible. But we don't have enough fasteners as is. Okay. He can eat that meal that we found. Repair the barricades, and everybody's got jobs to do. Now, I'm actually thinking I might try to craft a lockpick and bolt cutters here. We have enough. Let's just bite the bullet. We're going to craft the weapons bench. And then I will also craft some bolt cutters. No, we'll cancel the bolt cutters for now. In fact, we're going to cancel the weapons bench. Yeah, just... I could do those. Make lockpick and bolt cutters, and then we also have the cooking station unlocked. Let's do that. We can get it all done today. It does look like a squid, doesn't it? Alright. Our barricades are reinforced and we can now start cooking some meals. I can dismantle this for 2 fasteners, 2 metal, and 2 electric parts. Let's do that. Hell yeah. Okay. And Leo is gonna have to do the cooking, because the other guy can only cook slop. We'll make a meat stew first. Or, I'll do 1 meat stew and 1 vegetable stew. We'll just do that. Okay. There we go. We produced a bunch of supplies and we now have some food. And now we gotta give Leo a chance to sleep. It's been a while. We are gonna need more food pretty soon. So we now have bolt cutters and a lockpick. I could still make the weapons workbench now that we dismantled that other, you know, those other parts. Let's do that. And let's pass time now. Don't you need the whiter for drogs? What do you mean? Oh, the water for drugs? Well, yeah, but I mean, food takes priority. If we can't feed ourselves, then we won't live long enough to get sick, right? Okay, I can make knives now. Leo's rested, so we can send him out again. Let's chart a route. Let's go to wash and dry laundromat. I'll take 2 weapons, lockpick, and bolt cutters. And then I guess Daryl will simply maintain the barricades. We're good. All survivors are assigned. All right, let's start by going on the 2nd floor. Hop over. It looks like this is going to be the stockpile where I deposit stuff. We already started out good, finding cloth and fasteners, and some metal scrap. Oh shit. That door's barricaded. I can't get in there. Okay, we're going to have to go down on the 1st floor. Looks like we have a stockpile here. We got 2 more fasteners right away. Let's take cover. We gotta try to stealth kill this one. Shit. Okay, we got it. That was a little hectic, but we got it. Wasn't too loud. Our screwdriver's almost busted, but that's why we brought the guitar. We need a backup weapon, you know? Anyway, let's hop up here and grab this stuff. We at least secured entry. Grab all that stuff, bring it down. This game's only early access, too. The knowledge that this game could get better and could get more refined is actually quite a comforting prospect. It's good enough already, but if it can get better, then great, you know? We're gonna leave behind the bolt cutter and the lockpick right there, in case we need it later. Got a little bit of loot. Nice. What is that, a casserole? Oh, wow. And some meat stew. That was extraordinary. Alright, got the stealth takedown. Our weapon's destroyed. All we have left now is that guitar, which is very loud. Nothing here. Couple pieces of clothing. Those would be useful at the dismantling station. What the hell is this? Looks like I can't really do anything from there. Alright. Not really sure where else to go. But we did find a lot of stuff with very minimal effort here. Anyway, let's try to climb all the way. Yeah, we got a ladder over here. Let's climb it. That's probably the way that we progress through the area. Oh, shit. I have to drop down into the unknown. Yo, there's a survivor here. Okay. I got wounded, but I managed to kill a survivor. And I now have guilt. It was him or me. Hershaw Presbyterian, a small community church. I thought he would have been like a friendly survivor, but clearly not, eh? Okay, there's a second set of bolt cutters here. And Leo has sustained his first critical injury, but we do have bandages. I can use them on the lacerations that we just got. All right. Now, let's just go grab what we left behind. No, Potato Chip. I never stream story games. I mean, I might do like I did Resident Evil, and that was fun. I might do BioShock, like try to do a no Vita Chamber run one day, but that's about it, you know? Mostly, I'm a survival crafting kind of guy, and I hate narrative-driven games. Or if the gameplay is fun, like I will bear the burden of the story, like with Monster Hunter Wilds. I love the gameplay, but I hate, like, you know, I hate having to trudge through the story of games very often. I'm not a narrative guy. What is this? Oh. Oh, a sling blade? Right on. We're gonna have to come back for that. Wait, what? Can I not? Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, spacebar. I kind of want to... Well, we'll try that after. I don't think I can jump across that window, though. Okay. Inventory's looking pretty ragged. We're gonna need a second dump site. That'll do. All right, you can't really jump across there. Hop out the window. We gotta remain stealthy here. It'd be so easy for me to fuck up and die at this point. Okay. Fasteners, metal, electrical parts. I'll take some food. Definitely have to give Leo a chance to rest and heal. Grab the planks, grab additional fasteners, duct tape, cloth. We're gonna just come back here with Daryl while Leo heals. That's exactly what we'll do. Let's get out of here. Phasmophobia with viewers? Not for a while. Not for a while. My internet's barely good enough for multiplayer. Until we move to Czech, I'm not gonna feel comfortable doing it. Okay. Now, let's use this bandage. And then also use a first aid kit. Eat and go to bed. Now, Daryl has to go out for the night. And he'll just go back to where we were. The laundromat. Don't really need to bring anything. I'll bring one weapon just in case, but that's it. Alright, this is a very quick retrieval mission. We don't really need to take any chances or do anything special. Okay, now. Pick and choose. Definitely want that casserole and the meat stew. If we took the clothes, we could get a lot of cloth. So I'm thinking I'm gonna leave behind the coffee and the pistol ammunition, and we'll take those clothes instead. All right, let's go. I mean, I could try it. I'm not really familiar with Phasmophobia, though. I'd want to learn it before I streamed it a little. Or maybe just one day start learning it. You know, I don't know. Alright, let's dismantle the clothes. Right on. And we'll get this guy to construct the tier 2 cooking area so that we can make goulash. We'll get more out of our ingredients that way. And let's build the communal area as well, so that we can restore morale more easily. Okay. We now have 12 more fabric and a cooking station level 2. Through the shelter window, we caught sight of a figure carrying an oversized pack. He darted onto the road, wrenched open a manhole, and disappeared. There's a stenciled mark on the pavement near the opening. No idea what it means. Okay. Let's work on the barricades. I'm racked with guilt. May drain any of the survivors' needs. Chance to start recovery by spending time in the communal area. Well, let's craft the communal area then. Anyway, let's cook a couple of meals and then I can start spending time in the communal area. We can make goulash now. I'll make 2 servings. All right, there we go. We have 6 goulash. Oh, that casserole was dope. All right, he is full, and this guy will have 2 servings of goulash and get some rest. All right. All right, Leo lost guilt. Daryl lost drained. We're recovering from guilt at this point. At least there's no more car payments. Yeah, very true. All right. We don't need to craft anything right now. I could just pick a place and retrieve some loot from it. As Daryl. Well, Leo's looking okay. He could go on another run. I guess we'll take Leo. And we'll find something for Daryl to do. Let's go here. It's a potential base site. And that is definitely our weapon. Looks rock solid. He's ready to go scavenge. And Daryl will spend time in the communal area, restoring his morale. Okay. Galaxy Zone Arcade, a potential base site. I need power to open that. I can barely see. It's so dark in there. Take cover. Got the stealth kill. Take cover. All right. Couple of zombies down. Restrooms. Barricaded. Let's go downstairs. So far, so good. We've gotten a lot of kills. Found some loot. We need electrical power for that as well. We're going to create our stockpile here. Here we go. Well, shit, that seems dangerously noisy. Oh, fuck. Jesus. All right, the shutters are open. Got the kill. Weapons busted. I don't have a replacement weapon. So this might be the end of the line. Unless I can utilize hiding. We'll test it out, but it's not safe. Hang on. Oh, shit. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, fighting with your fists is pretty far from fucking ideal. Jesus Christ. lot of zombies around here, dude. Without a weapon, I'm a sitting duck. Okay, new locations discovered. I got a weapon. Alright, take cover. This zombie's down at least. Weapon destroyed. There's a zombie in there. Okay. Yeah, fighting with your fists, really fucking hard. Okay, we have a lockpick. Let's get into this safe. Nice, good stuff. Shit. Go. Alright, let's flee. We can sacrifice that door for the cause. Oh. Okay. Go. Go. I may want to go as I am now. We'll see. The thing is, we have no weapons, and we're fighting with our fucking fists, and it's not going too well. And we just stirred up a lot of shit back there. Okay. Need a fucking weapon. I think I'm pushing it a little too far. We're gonna head back now. Right now, I don't have any injuries, but I am really beat up and at risk of death. We looted as much as we could here. It's time to go. However, I'll go back to that safe, and I'll pick it clean. All right, we'll see you in a bit, Potato Chip. You take care for now, buddy. Yeah, I can't risk it. Let's get out of here. Can of dog food. We'll leave that behind. I'll take the water instead. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's use a healing kit. And let's make this medical area. We'll send Daryl out on a run. Simple retrieval, most likely. We'll see. I could also try to finish the arcade as him. Yeah, that'll do. At least now I have a damn weapon. The only reason I don't want to sprint is because I might wake up sleepers on the road. You know what I mean? It's risky. Okay, let's go. Alright, we got them. All threats cleared. You are now able to move in. Okay. Looks like that was it for the entire place. Yeah, we're done. I wonder what happens when you move in. Do you, like, take your upgraded workstations with you, or do you lose everything? Coffee beans. Yeah, don't need that. Definitely want the medicine. I'll take the wad of cash. We're doing good on cloth, but I'll take the fasteners. Alright. We now have a medical facility. The barricades need some major fucking repairs now, though. So he's gonna be busy for a few days. Okay, Leo is doing better. The horde broke through the barricades. The following survivors were attacked in chaos. Well, shit, I mean, I'm trying to repair them. I mean, he is repairing them, but we can't have two people working on barricades at the same time. Maybe I need to unlock, yeah, barricade level 2. Once you fall behind on the barricades, it looks like it's a real dire thing. Anyway. Survivors assigned will be unassigned. Any crafting processes will be canceled or reimbursed. Alright, let's just I do want to try to move to see what it's all about. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Move your survivors to this shelter. We need to find out what the consequences are. Alright, so let's see. We have the medical station, which we crafted at the previous base. He's full. This is our route planning area. We have a water collector here. It'll collect 6 water over the next 3 phases. We need empty bottles, cloth, and duct tape. That's pretty cool. Alright, so he's creating a filter. Dismantling station, level 2 workbench. It looks like your upgrades do carry over when you move, which is pretty useful. Good morning, Delta Ray. How are you doing today? All right, we ate some food, but we are gonna have to cook more. That's a dismantling station right there. Here's the cooking station. All right, it's the best we can do for now. Yeah, we're gonna load up on water, for sure. I managed to make 2 goulash, which is 6 servings. And he is gonna... Okay, we can't do any more water filters, but we're getting 12 water coming in from all that, which is gonna be useful. We'll get Daryl working on the barricades while Leo goes out on a run. Alright, we're gonna go up here to RM&K Communications. Alright, looks like this is gonna be our stockpile where we deposit stuff that we find. For now, I'll leave the lockpick and the bolt cutters behind here so we can loot more. We're gonna have to wait for this guy. Hang on. Got him. Close the door. Well, that sucked. Oh. All right. Leo is dead. Look at that. Yeah, it's that easy. But I feel like we're getting better every time. Remaining survivors, fucking one of us. All right, we're gonna restart again. I'm really liking the game though. Like, I am liking it. This will override your current save file. Okay. Now I understand a little bit more about the game. These guys are really, really powerful. Definitely. Lose rest slower, passively gains morale. So Diane is, you know, less effective with the barricade repair though. Sebastian is okay if you can get up to like firearms. Gearhead gains an extra component resource for each dismantled item. What's a component? I don't know. Fortifier. Barricades are cheaper to repair. That would make a big difference over the long run. Loses more rest each phase. Create more lockpicks, not really necessary. First aid training, blade expert, sneaky. Honestly, I think Daryl and Leo are probably the best pair. Being able to craft melee weapons for cheap, like having the tough guy, right? They're definitely the best one. This shelter won't do. The barricades are in bad shape and there's barely enough here to survive. We need to move to a new shelter as soon as possible. So maybe, I mean, upgrading this place is certainly an option. It looks like your upgrades will carry over to the new location when you move there. We have a lot of weapons here. Okay. So, base resources, weapons, food. The best house on the worst street. We got a mega threat level here at the fire station. I think I want to go over there. Walton Taxi Depot. Yeah, let's go to the fire station. Although... Okay, yeah, let's go. I'm gonna take all 3 knives and the lockpick. And then the bat as an absolute last resort. And this guy will touch up on the barricades briefly. Where do I go to touch up on them? Is it at the back? Yeah. All right. We got a daytime raid at the fire station. I have a whole bunch of weapons. Glad I didn't swing that door open. Okay, that's 1 knife destroyed. That's why we brought all of the weapons, right? That door is barricaded shut. Stealth kill. And this is our stockpile zone. A lot of verticality to this place. Shit. Does that zombie ever, like, turn around or move or... Jesus, man. How? Look at this. This zombie will not fucking die. What in the actual fuck is that? That was ridiculous. Fucking thing was nigh unkillable. Alright. Okay. Seems marginally sus. All right. Well, that's almost all of our weapons fully depleted. I don't know what you were supposed to do against that zombie who, like, it was facing you. There was no way to get behind it. The only way was to fight it. I guess it's fine. I mean, now I have the vast majority of this whole area cleared, but it was still kind of shitty. Oh, hang on. Well, I'm all out of weapons. And we came locked and loaded, too. Okay. Hang on. That's not how. Right? I'm just gonna get hurt. Yeah, I died from that fall. I was wondering if it was possible for me to go, like, behind that zombie, but no, there was no way. So I don't know, that was like a setup to fail thing. Of course I didn't fail, I killed myself by accident, but it's good to know that you can accidentally take fall damage that just raffle stomps you. The game will allow you to. Like, it won't stop you. Anyway, let's start over.
People of Walton, this is your
Alright. So, same thing as last time. We're going to start upgrading barricades with Daryl, and we're going to send Leo on a run. And this time, I'll take great care to not, you know. Okay, so we have all of this again. The hitch post, I remember I needed bolt cutters and 2 lockpicks. Jay's Motel, I don't quite remember. But let's go to the wash and dry laundromat and search the living shit out of it. I'll take all of our weapons, because I find that running out of weapons is the one thing that fucks you the most in the end, right? Indeed, Mary, that's how we learn. Alright, let's deposit one of our weapons here. Keep the other 2. Well, that was stupid. Well, I guess I don't have to worry too much about zombies in the starting area here. Alright. Honestly, there may be some value to just running in and killing all the zombies. At least then it's safe when you return. I'd imagine. Alright. We found a lockpick. We'll take it with us, and we'll also take a pry bar as a second weapon. Probably gonna need it before we're done. Good boy, Tai. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good boy, good boy. Good boy, yeah. Okay, that's a survivor. A hostile survivor. I never really tried to talk to her, but I'd imagine that was a threat. Just like the last one, right? Alright, new locations discovered. The way I'm gonna do it this time is I'm gonna fully clear a place of all of its loot before we go to a next place, I think. Alright. We need 2 stockpile zones. Oh, that zombie's tripping hard. Fucking doing the Michael Jackson moonwalk over there. Yeah, but I don't think this place is a potential shelter. I mean, it might be. I wasn't exactly looking, but very few places can be converted to shelters. I don't think this place is one of them. That zombie is gonna come back this way, right? Okay. All right. Now, I'll take the food, crafting supplies. Instead of 1 cloth, I'll take something that can eventually become 6 cloth. And now we pretty much just have to spend a few runs clearing this place out. All right, well, we're gonna have this guy heal up and rest up. This guy is gonna go on a run to grab stuff. We're not gonna take anything with us. We're just gonna go as we are. I don't even think I need a weapon. We can sneak to the stashes to grab the stuff, and we left weapons there anyway that we can use. Okay, a couple of items being left behind. Let's ditch the plank, the cloth, grab that stuff. All right. Now, let's go to Jay's motel. Can't repair weapons, it seems. Kind of a use it once and it's done type thing. All right. We'll take a couple of weapons. And a lockpick. I hear somebody. Oh shit, we sure got everybody riled up in no time. Right, there's no lootable container over there, I remember. Oh, Jesus. Fucking 3 Zeds. All just fucking... Oh my god, chilling. Let's wait for the other ones to come back. Maybe I can stealth KO. Well, yeah, I'm starting to realize this might be... Like, look at this pathing, right? There's nothing you can do against that. This is early access jank. And it might be too early access to faithfully play at this point. I mean, just looking at that right there, there's no way in hell, like... See, there was no way I was, like, yeah, that's irredeemable jank. So I'm gonna save playing this game for a little bit later. I like it. I like it so far, but they have to make it stable. It's a little too early access, all right? I'm excited to continue playing it. I really enjoy the experience. I'm just gonna need it to be like fully stable to where there's no immersion breaking Michael Jackson dancing zombies, you know what I mean? Anyway, for now, the icon me next to the weapon, it could have been a durability thing. If it was like a yellow or a red, then it could have meant like low durability or diminishing or close to breaking, something like that. Anyway, for now, guys, take care, rock on, and peace out. And I think I'm just going to play a little bit more Schedule 1 or something. We'll find a way to keep busy for the day. Anyway, later, guys. And Mary, Jesper, thank you very much for that support today. I really appreciated it. Oh, that was guilt. Leo had guilt because I killed that human survivor at the laundromat. Yeah, you have to treat the guilt and get rid of it somehow. Like, at the lounging station, the recreation area. All right, see you in a bit, guys.